Well, I'm not gonna tell you that that match was pleasant to watch, cause there's a lot to unpack. I mean, first of all, you can tell what it meant to the players, what it meant to the manager, and what it meant to the fans. Perhaps there was nothing to play for, you know? Um, Already qualified for the Champions League, you know? And you could tell that even with the changes, the five changes that Michael Carrick made, well, it shows that maybe Carrick doesn't even have like a style of play. They've been winging it for the past few games. Yeah, they've been playing the United game, the United style. All right, we can take that. But there was a lot to worry about. The only positive from that one was Sunderland. I mean, those fantastic saves he made, you can imagine that if he didn't make them, we ain't even gonna get a point from that one. There are a lot of players to worry about in that team as well. I mean, the midfield, Casemiro wasn't present, so Kobe had to just work it out with Mason Mount, which is one of the players that we're talking about. Okay, Mazraoui was quite good on the right. Luke Shaw seemed like he was just tired and wanted the season to end. Bruno didn't seem like he was up for it after a while. And it was frustrating because he could understand that the quality of the players around him weren't as good as maybe the previous matches. All right. The fans keep calling out on Ahmed, like what happened to him after he came back from the African competition. Too much. And then there's Zexi up front. You'd expect him to at least hold up the ball and, give something. But it almost seemed like he offered nothing at all. It was just Cunha, Bruno, Mainoo, and maybe Maguire in the outfield. And of course, Sonny Lammens. The worry here also was litle. I mean, if Heaven has been doing so good in this past few games, why not just give him a go? Maybe it's starting to be even more frustrating for the fans to watch the way litle plays for this club at the moment. And if the transfer window opens and the club get an offer, maybe they should take it. Because Heaven's the future. It's obvious. I mean, with a full blowing team on top form, there's no doubt that maybe Delete and Heaven get to, you know, hold the fort at the center back positions. I don't know about the right back or the left back because they need to go in the market and get someone. Maybe Euro can be a backup later. Maguire could also be a backup. No pun intended for Maguire. He's great, but if Delete is on top form, he's the one that goes on that right side of the center back positions. The midfield is a serious worry. Ogata is going to be going soon, hopefully. And with this news about all these players connected to Manchester United at the moment, Trumani, maybe even Edison, it's good to hear. It's a positive. And maybe a backup striker for Sesko. It was so obvious that Sesko was not on the pitch. There was not in the upper up front. You can say there are a couple of players that are frustrated on the Carrick, like Bruno. But wow, that game was dead. Must have been one of the most frustrating games to watch for any Manchester United fan. But we'll take the point because the only positive was Sunderland. The player ratings, man, shit, it's crazy. Crazy one, this one. I think everybody gets an average 5. 5.5 tops. 6 if you want to say it. If you want to give them a chance. A reasonable doubt, that is. But yeah. And the player of the match, of course, there's no doubt. The goalkeeper, Sunderland. Lammens. Like, he's got so much savings in the bank. Like, he could save you from drowning in the ocean. And of course, it was a good idea that we got him in instead of Martinez. No doubt about that. So hopefully, the next couple of games, we'll get to see something better. Carrick was furious. Maybe at the refs, maybe at the players, but nothing was working on pitch. Nothing was working. So hopefully it gets better. But things have to happen in the transfer window for sure. Come on, United. Let's go.